Hey everybody, it's Analytical Chick and I'm offended! Okay, I'm not really offended, but that's kind of the topic. So I want to talk about weaponized offendedness, something the left does. So you may realize I did this video before and it was like too quiet. People were like, I got like 2 comments that it was too quiet, and I went back and listened to it and I was like, holy cow, that's awful. Awful, awful, awful. I must redo that. Anyway, so I wanted to tell a little story. I had started college straight out of high school, but I went back when I was in my 30s, which was like, oh, we won't say exactly when that was, but it was before the SJW stuff got really bad, but it was still after it had started, and I had been hearing things here and there about, everyone gets a trophy, and so I wasn't completely, unaware of the changes in the culture, but I hadn't really encountered it head on. So anyway, I'm in this class. It's like 2/3, 3/4 of the way through the semester, and I forget exactly what I said, but I asked some sort of question, and I used an example, and I think it was like maybe talking about like ghetto thugs or even ghetto blacks, which would not be a racial thing because it would also dictate that they had a certain mindset as well. So anyway, this girl comes up to me after the class. She's like, I just want you to know that I'm offended by what you said. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what the hell am I supposed to say to that? Like, I wasn't so much put on the spot, but it was just like, I answered her. I was like, okay. Like, yeah, and what I really should have said was, that sounds like a personal problem because you're the one that's offended. So, and I wanted to do a video about this because I wanted to talk about the fact that they use this as a weapon. I started calling it weaponized offendedness because that's what like, they tell you that they're offended and you're supposed to be thrown off kilter and feel, like you need to do something to fix it or something because, we have kind of a customer service mindset in our culture. And, yeah, there was another story I actually had forgotten to tell when I recorded this video before that I'm remembering that I had wanted to tell. But anyway, so a couple months ago, I was on a date with this guy, and after we went to the show or whatever, we went to find some place to eat, and we're literally in the very back of this diner in Manhattan. There was like hardly anyone there. There were 2 people in the booth next to us, and they were like Orthodox because it was a kosher place, of course. And I said something about politics, and the guy starts freaking out. You can't, oh my God, people around us might be offended. And to me, I'm like, wait a minute, I thought you were a Republican. Like, if you're not a real Republican, I can't go out with you. Like, anybody who's gonna fall for this crap, it really made me think that, like, I ended up breaking up with the guy over it because I was actually thinking, this is somebody that nobody was even there, and he was like, what if people are offended? He was so, like, trained by the left that he needs to watch his step and walk on eggshells because people might be offended. And I was just like, I can't do this because nobody was even there offended. can you imagine if somebody was actually offended? He basically indicated by this whole interaction, he indicated to me that if someone had actually been offended, he would have been taking that person's side. Like, literally, there was no one there, and he was taking the side against me of someone that didn't even exist. And I considered that kind of a problem. So, yeah. And so the only other thing I really had to say about it was I had some songs. I have my playlist here. So I don't know if you've ever noticed, I have a music playlist on my channel. Yeah. So it's called the Meme and Patriotic Music. And if you have suggestions for the list, that would be awesome. Make the list even longer. So it's a ton of, it's like party and backyard. It's like political music. Ooh, I didn't even know you could do that. I thought you could only move it over here. I thought you had to go to the edit page to edit it. Awesome. I'm learning something new about the playlist, how they function. Anyway, so I have these songs. Some of them are not particularly political, but it's just like to not listen to radio music, to have music. And so I have like Party and Backyard, and they make like, they take memes and like put music to them or whatever. Like apparently PewDiePie sang this Bananas in My Room, so they like did it as one of their songs. And Voiceover Pete, we all know who he is. I think a lot of people in the political sphere on YouTube are probably gamers too. But because I'm not even a gamer and I know who Voiceover Pete is. So anyway, so Chris Ray Gun has these two songs. So this one, if you look in the description, it says nobody cares if you're offended. And this one, that one was actually done first, the social justice warfare. And this one was done after. And it's nobody cares if you're offended. Nobody cares if you think your intentions. So, yeah, so good songs. I have Chris Ray Gun songs also on my playlist. So if you need some music, check out my playlist. Check out the Chris Ray Gun songs. I'll try to remember to link these in the description. But even if I don't link them in the description, you can always get to this on my channel. I'll show you. Yeah. Alright. So you'd open up my channel. This is a little bit that I hadn't expected on how-tos of YouTube. So my channel is not going to have customize, like for you it's not going to say customize in YouTube Studio. But anyway, so you go to my channel, you click on playlist. Oh, and that other stuff is a plugin that I have. You click on playlists and it's right here. It might be first for me because I use it a lot. Updated to, oh yeah, because I was like, I didn't update it. Yeah, because I just changed the order around of the two songs and then changed it back, so that counts. So I have various playlists. Anyway, that's another thing, is like if you want to check out various topics, you can run my playlist while you're doing other stuff. Especially a lot of my old stuff, I don't have a lot of visuals on my, sometimes I put visuals on, but usually I think my content, you know, you don't really need to be looking at the screen. Pretty similar to like Tim Pool, he covers articles and he puts the articles on the screen. But I mean, a lot of times when I'm gonna be in the kitchen, I'll have my laptop like on the table and I'll be in the other room, and I'll like put like a few people on who I know I can be listening to, and I don't there's not a high need for the visuals. So Tim Pool is like one of the channels that I do that with. But I think that I would be a channel like that for you. You know, you want to fold your socks, fold your laundry, you know, put Analytical Chick on. Anyway, I've ranted enough, more than what I wanted to cover. So I think that's it for today, and I thank you so much for stopping by my channel, and I will see you guys all next time.